Hello everyone, it's Mr. Simmerly. I hope that you're doing well. I hope you've been staying healthy and drinking lots of water and going outside whenever you get the chance. I also hope that you have looked back at my lesson from last week of week 2 about how to take care of library books, because that's super important. I guess that you've heard at this point that we're going to come back to school, and we'll touch on that a little bit more when I see you in person, and I'm very looking forward to seeing you. So today I'm going to do a read aloud, and today the name of the book is The Koala Who Could. The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright, and it's illustrated by Jim Field. So here we go, The Koala Who Could. In a wonderful place where the day was just dawning and the breezes blew soft on a warm golden morning, in a place where the creatures ran wild and played free, a koala called Kevin clung to a tree. A nicer gray fellow you never would meet, as soft as a soft thing from ear tufts to feet. His favorite way to relax in the sun was to cling and to nap and to munch on a leaf bun. And after all this, well, he'd need a nice rest. Yes, Kevin liked sticking to what he knew best. So Kevin likes to take naps and eat. You see, high up was safe since he liked a slow pace, while the ground down below seemed a frightening place. It's too fast and too loud and too big and too strange. Nope, Kevin preferred not to move or to change. Good for Kevin. So he clung to his tree, and he knew what to do, and was never too keen to try anything new. So when Wombat stopped by and shouted one day, "Hey Kevin, why don't you come down here and play?" I think he replied, "I should stay on my plant. I'm busy right now. No, I'm sorry, I can't." So Kevin just does things that are very comfortable for him, and maybe he's not inclined to try something new. "Why not?" cried the Ruse with a super loud cheer. "Yes, why?" called the Dingoes. "There's nothing to fear." But Kevin, who'd never been one to act fast, said, "I've clinging to do, but it's nice that you ask." So all of his neighbors are asking him why he's not coming down from the tree to play. As Kevin sat watching them chatter and share, a part of him wished that he could join in down there. But he knew he'd miss home, and it was so dark and so late. The whole thing was risky. That adventure could wait. Whatever the invite, he'd always say no. Oh dear, it seemed that Kevin just couldn't let go. And we've all been there, where we've been around some place comfortable, like our homes or our parents. And sometimes it's just hard to let go of what we know and try something new. So his life was the same, no matter the day. The weeks came and went, and the months rolled away. And Kevin stayed still while the world moved around, until he awoke to a worrying sound. Kevin was just content on doing his thing and not really worrying about what other people were doing. And then he heard a worrying sound. Let's see what it is. Tap, tap, the sound went. Well, this was a blow. Tap, tappity, tap, tap, tap. Oh no. You know what kind of bird? Woodpecker. It seems like. Let's see. Uncling, the crowd called, which had gathered below. Leap and we'll catch you. Just let yourself go. But Kevin was scared. Let go? No, I shan't. I won't, shouted Kevin. Oh dear, So the bird has broken the branch and slowly the tree is falling and his friends are telling him to jump, jump, Kevin, jump. I can't. Woof. Down came the tree, and with it was bringing crash and a wallop. And Kevin was still clinging. So even though the tree fell down, Kevin never did let go. He went down with the tree. Kevin, he carefully opened one eye and looked up at the love staring down from the sky. And then one paw by one paw, he loosened his hold. He felt springy and light and happy and bold. So he woke up to see all of his neighbors looking at him. And now he feels like, maybe I can do this. The worst he could think of had now come to pass, and he was just fine, while he felt quite first class. So when Wombat leaned over and held out his paw, Kevin no longer felt worry or doubt. So the Wombat's being a good friend to Kevin. When Dingo asked, "Now will you come out to play?" the crowd all joined in with a, "What do you say?" And even though this wasn't a part of his plan, Kevin replied, "Yes, I think I can." And Kevin from then on was always a can-do. Sometimes it just takes one little thing to make us more brave in our thinking. Not trying something new, sometimes we could be surprised. Because life can be great when you try something new. So there we go. Make sure sometimes we get in the habit of just liking things we know or try eating the same foods or going the same place, but always be brave and try things new. That's what we can learn from The Koala Who Could by Rachel Bright and illustrated by Jim Field. Great book, great book. When you get the chance, head on over to the flip grid, which is the next slide over. Type in the code, and if you don't have a code, you can use Simmerly with a big S 11. You can comment as a guest if it doesn't work. Can't wait to see your faces. Let me know what you think about The Koala Who Could. Tell me about a time in your life where you tried something new and you probably wasn't very excited to do so, but then it turned out to be great. Tell me something that happened in your life where that happened. I can't wait to see you next week. We'll get to see each other in person, socially distanced with mask on, of course, but still, it's going to be great to see you. Talk to you soon. Mr. Simmerly, out.